Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got another video for you here. It's going to be a little war recap on our latest CWL Elite Playoffs War 25 versus 25 where Tribe Gaming took on Inquisition. Let's go ahead and see who got the victory this time. Alright guys, so as you can see here, Tribe did get the defeat here 67-70 against Inquisition. They got the victory against us. They're going to be advancing to in the playoffs in the CWL Elite division. But let's go ahead and check out some of the replays here. We got a bunch to show you here today. We got some Queen Charge Hybrid. We got 2 Queen Charge Lalos to show you, 2 Dragon attacks to show you. Overall, just some really good variety in this war. But first attack we're going to be taking a look at here is from Crisco. He's going to be coming in with the Queen Charge Hybrid. And this one's going to be really close toward the end, but luckily his Queen's going to be able to clutch it out. Let's go ahead and take a look, see exactly how he's doing this one here. Starting off with the Queen over on the south side of the base here, right by 630. Doing a little funneling on the right side, a little funneling on the left. Dropping the healers there from the bottom angle so that AD is never going to be able to target them. Queen's going to step up, get that AD, keep moving over to the right, get that Tesla. He's going to drop the super wall breaker here to go in and get the wall open. On that scatter shot, the tornado trap pops, but luckily the super wall breaker still gets the wall break. Super wall breakers are just absolutely OP right now, guys. So he wants the Queen to go in and get the Eagle. That's the plan here, but she's not actually going to walk in. It's going to be a little bit sketchy here. CC's going to come out. He's going to have to drop the poison, deal with that here. Queen's going to be able to take it out, no problem at all, though. It's going to take her at least 6 years, though, to get through that Lava Hound and the pups. There goes the poison, and then he's going to be starting the hybrid from this left side here over at 8 o'clock, which he's starting right now. There goes the miners. The siege barracks was used at 9 to help make a funnel. King at 10 to walk up, make even more of a funnel. Queen taking out all those pups. She's going to get them all down, and then the hybrid pushing in here, starting to get closer and closer to that town hall. Queen's going to take out this bomb tower. He wanted her to path in and get that eagle, but she's not exactly going to do that. She's going to keep walking around the right side of the base here, so the hybrid actually has to move in toward the core, get that eagle down, which is a little bit weird for their pathing because he wanted them to just shoot through that town hall and up into that top side Inferno Tower compartment, but they kind of have to get everything, which is why I said this one's going to be a little bit close in the end because the hybrid's going to start dying out. They get way too spread out here. As you can see, some of the miners are down south at the eagle, some of them are up top. He freezes the Queen on the top side and the Royal Champ to try and keep his troops alive, but they're just not going to be able to power through it all. Luckily, his Queen is still alive, wrapping around the side of the base here. She's going to be able to go inside and get the rest of the defenses here, thanks to that hole in the wall over at 430. So they were trying to do something weird with the base building here. It ended up working out in our favor with that hole in the wall. She's going to be able to wrap all the way around and be able to reach both single target Infernos from the inside there after she pops the ability. Luckily, she gets out of range just in time right there, so he's able to save the ability until she actually wraps all the way around into the core here, where both those Infernos are. So we'll speed it up just a little bit here. Queen's going to go inside, pop her ability pretty soon. She's going to be able to reach both Infernos from this compartment and get that last cannon down. A nice little triple with the Queen Charge Hybrid here from Crisco on their #1 base here. And we're going to take a look at all the top side triples here on like the top 5 bases. Let's go ahead and take a look at #2 real quick. This one's going to be a Queen Charge Lalo by Nick, guys. The next 2 attacks are Queen Charge Lalos. Nick and Carbon Fin coming in, showing you guys that Queen Charge Lalo is still meta, especially in the new update coming soon, guys. Stay tuned for the sneak peeks coming in on iTzu's channel and on Carbon Fin's channel. Guys, I think Lalo is going to be meta again starting very soon whenever the update drops. Not exactly sure on which date it's going to drop, but it's going to be pretty soon, probably this month. They're already starting the sneak peeks, so you guys know what to expect. Usually it's just a few days after. He's going to be wall breaking the Queen in here over at 10 o'clock. King to make a funnel at 9. She's going to go in and get that Inferno Tower down. King's going to pop the ability and take out the Royal Champ, so the Queen doesn't have to use another rage to get through the Royal Champ, which is really nice. Now he's going to rage up. Still has 2 more wall breakers. He's not using super wall breakers because he was saving them for the upcoming ESL 5v5 closed qualifiers event, guys. That's going to be that's going to be happening on Saturday and Sunday. So if you guys want to check that out, make sure you watch it. Probably on Carbon Fin stream. He should be streaming Tribe Gaming Saturday. I believe it's like 3 p.m. Central Eastern or Central European Standard Time, which is 9 a.m. Eastern. So if you guys want to come check us out in some of our live 5v5 wars, definitely come do that. Maybe I'll record them. I haven't posted a live 5v5 in a while. I'm sure you guys want to see some more of those, see how we plan and everything. But anyways, let's get right back into this attack. Queen Charge looking really solid. Going to pop the ability, Queen ability there in the core. She's going to take out the enemy Queen and get this Expo for even better pathing for the Lalo, which is coming in from 2 o'clock with the Warden here. Loons going in behind into that first Inferno Tower on the top side, freezing the scatter shot. Everything working their way down toward that Town Hall. He's saving the Warden ability for that Town Hall, so he's going to freeze the Town Hall there so he can wait for the Loons to get over it. Also, that freeze kept the Queen alive because the Town Hall was getting close to killing her. She got really low on HP. Now he's going to be able to pop the Warden ability here. As soon as the Town Hall is going down, that Tornado Trap, he has to wait for all his Loons to spin around it. There goes the Warden ability. Out of spells, but damn, this is just absolutely crushed. Look how many Loons he has left, guys. 1 Wizard Tower left. Still has a Hound up and like 20 Loons. Some more Loons coming in from the south side to clean up the rest of those outside defenses. Minions all around. I mean, this base is just wrecked. We'll go ahead and fast forward through some of the cleanup. Nice triple here by Nick. Absolute godly attack with the Queen Charge Lalo. Excuse me, take a drink of water real quick, go ahead and back out and check out the next attack here. This one is going to be by, let's see, Carbon Finn. I think another Queen Charge Lalo here. Yep, exactly. He's going to be charging in from the southeast side for the Town Hall here on this one. Let me clear my throat real quick. Excuse me. Dropping the Queen over at 5 o'clock, making a funnel on the right side, using some sneaky goblins and a few Loons. Perfect job there. Then some more sneaky goblins over at 7:30 to make an even bigger funnel on those storages. He's going to try to let Queen walk down, using these trash here to anchor her down south. That way he can wall break into the Town Hall here. Perfect plan by Carbon. She's going to go inside, get that Town Hall, and then he's going to be able to Lalo from really whichever side he wants. He's going to end up choosing the east side to Lalo from. Queen's going to step up, get that storage, get the gold mine. Now she's going to get the Archer Tower, drops a Coco Loon here to try and pick up any Seeking Air Mines. Queen's going to step inside, get the Town Hall, and the healers are not going to be in range of the Giga Inferno, which is just perfect. So we can hold off on that rage for a few seconds, wait until she's getting low on HP. There he finally drops it. And that rage should help her also get through the enemy Queen, which is just perfect. Drops the poison to slow down those archers to make sure Queen targets the enemy Queen first, which she does. And then she's going to be able to chew through those ice golems. It's going to take her about 4 months, but eventually she'll get through them. That scatter shot's locked onto her, so he's going to go ahead and drop another rage here just to make sure she stays alive. And then he's free to start the Lalo from the right side here. Going to go ahead and drop the Royal Champ the first, though, to make a bit of a funnel here, help get some of these defenses down as well. He wants that Royal Champ to target the scatter shot, but she's not going in for that scatter shot just yet. She's going to wrap around to the right for that AD, and the Lalo's coming in from 3 o'clock, so let me go ahead and move this over. Hold on. Pops the Queen ability. Here we go. Loons and everything moving into the core, so he's going to freeze that scatter shot and the sweeper. Still has the Royal Champ alive. Out of his Stone Slammer comes a dragon and some more Loons, so that dragon's going to be able to help take out that hero in the core and the scatter shot. Perfect job there. Freezes the topside Inferno and Warden to keep the dragon alive. Pretty smart job doing that there with one of his last freezes. Still has one more freeze. Multi-target Inferno on the back end, which you don't see a whole lot of nowadays. But he's going to freeze that up with the AD as the Loons path up. The healers swapped from the Queen to the Royal Champ, guys. And then finally the Royal Champ goes down. She dies to the King. But that Royal Champ got quite a bit of value. She went all the way from, he dropped her like 5 o'clock. She wrapped around 3 up toward 1 and made it all the way into the core there. So she got a ton of value because of that healer swap. So nice job there with the Royal Champ. Lalo, honestly, guys, still looking somewhat strong on a lot of bases. And I think after the next update, Lalo's going to be back in the meta. And I'm really looking forward to it, because if people start even trying to build against Lalo, if they go back to multi-target Infernos or something, that's just going to make Queen Charge Hybrid even easier, because then you can charge the multi-target Infernos pretty easily with Super Wall Breakers, so that's going to be nice. So let's go ahead and take a look at this next attack. This one is going to be by me on base number 4, coming in with, of course, Queen Charge Hybrid. Using the King early to funnel the bottom side here. Queen's going to charge in for the Town Hall. I'm going to use a Yeti to funnel her, just super wall break right inside. She's going to be able to get the Town Hall down nice and early, the CC as well. And then I'll be free to hybrid from the bottom side, actually, where I'm going to drop the Siege Barracks closer to 6. There goes the wall break. Yeti to funnel that Spell Factory and the gold storage, and just in case there's a Tesla behind the gold storage, which there is, so perfect use of the Yeti here. The Yeti Mites will be able to get that Tesla down, even though the Queen would eventually be able to reach it. It's just nice for the Yeti to get that. Damn, something in my throat. Queen's going to get that Town Hall, so I'm going to go ahead and rage her up because that cannon's hitting her and the Warden's platform's about to hit her, as well as the CC coming out. So nice rage there. She's going to step up, kill the CC. It's going to take her 74 months here to get through that CC. The Lava Hound just takes 5 ever. There we go, Archer being dropped to help take out some of the pups that aren't in the poison. Gonna have to rage up again as she gets frozen by that CC Ice Golem. She's gonna step up for the Warden and then go around. And here comes the second wall breaker, guys, the connecting wall break, and then a second funneling Yeti on the top side to make sure she's gonna go inside, get that Inferno Tower, get the scatter shot, get the CC, get the sweeper, so, to make some nice pathing for the hybrid here. What's it called? Siege Barracks over at 7 o'clock, and then all the miners going in from 6. Hogs a little spread out just because the defensive ring, there's like 4 different spots that you kind of have to spread them out. So I want to make sure I get everything. Early Warden ability because of that scatter shot and the bomb tower and the eagle all hitting me at once. So I wanted to use the Warden early on this one. Heal going into the core and freeze the enemy queen so she doesn't do too much damage to my hybrid. There goes the freeze for the queen and the 2 expos. And then more hogs from the siege barracks coming out at 7:30. They're going to take out that bomb tower so the main group of miners and hogs don't have to deal with that. Queen ability, she's going to beat through a wall, and she's going to be able to get that Royal Champ, the expo, the platform down, which is really nice so the hybrid doesn't have to worry about the Royal Champ. That's just a lot less damage that they're taking. My Royal Champ going to help out take all these skelly spells. Hogs, miners, all still alive, pushing through. At this point, you know it's wrecked as long as it's not a time fail. Pop that RC ability just so she can get a few extra defense down and the Inferno Tower low on HP before she gets locked onto, which she did, so it's a good thing I popped her early. Otherwise, she would have gotten distracted by the Skelly Trap, and she would have died before the Inferno Tower actually went down. So it's good that I popped her ability there on the last Inferno, but that's going to be a triple there with the Queen Charge Hybrid. Let's go ahead and back out. Take a look at the next attack here. This one's going to be by Surge, and it is a dragon attack, guys, with the Bat Bomb on the back end. So let's go ahead and see how he's doing this one. On this one, we decided not to hybrid or Queen Charge Lalo or anything like that. We just want to go straight in with dragons. The Royal Champ going to come down early at 3 o'clock here to make a bit of a funnel, get all these defenses down. The King's going to walk from 6 up into that channel where the AD is, so he'll be able to get the AD. Unfortunately, the CC is going to get partially pulled here, which kind of sucks, but he's still going to have to deal with it. Triple Ice Golem. Queen. Okay, here we go. Queen's taking out a bunch of stuff over at 3 o'clock. The Ice Golems eventually make their way back over to her, where she'll be able to take a couple of them out, and he's starting the dragons from this 4 o'clock side where he made the funnel on each side around. The dragons are going to path straight in toward the town hall, and then he's going to be able to bat bomb the top side, scatter shot, and wizard tower there. I'm sure you can see the spot exactly where he's probably going to drop it. Here they go, pushing in to the base here. Going to be able to get the town hall down with the warden ability, perfectly timed there, so the town hall's going to go down. Here comes the bat bomb, the rage, freeze, all the bats on the wizard tower and the scatter. He's going to have to freeze it again. There he goes. Still has one more freeze in the bag, and honestly, these bats are not going to get quite as much value as he wanted. They're not even going to get that whole Tesla farm up at 12, but it's all right. They got enough value that the siege machine over at 9 o'clock with another freeze is going to be able to get enough value, get that RC down, help the rest of the dragons path through this last AD and the Inferno Tower. And I mean, he still has like 10 dragons alive, guys. So even though all the bats died off, he's going to be able to power through the rest of this, clean up the rest of the base here. The dragons are going to destroy all these trash buildings. He distracts the ice golems as much as he can, tries to get them out of the way of those dragons, but eventually they're going to get stuck right there in the middle of the Tesla farm. So he just has to power through them. But the warden and the dragons will be able to get everything down because he had so many dragons up when he pushed through the town hall there. So that's going to be a nice triple with the dragons from Surge. But we'll go ahead and back out. Check out the next attack. We got another dragon attack to check out later. But first, I think we're going to take a look at a Queen Charge hybrid here. This one's going to be by Nicholas. Coming in on this somewhat popular base. Maybe you guys have seen this in Legends League or something. I know I have. But he's going to take this one out with hybrid, charging that south side single target Inferno, guys. That's usually how we do it. And then hybrid into the town hall. It works out pretty well for us. But he's going to come in with a triple layer break. And they're all going to be first layer breaks. So it's going to be interesting. So when you see these bases like this, they have a bunch of these little 2 building compartments on the outside. You just want to kind of keep walking in and out of them, and it's going to work out really well. So there goes the first wall break. Going to give Queen access to that first Inferno Tower. He's going to double rage here just to make sure he gets that Inferno Tower before the CC locks onto his Queen, or before the Queen locks onto the CC. He needs that Inferno Tower to be down. Boom, perfectly timed. She gets it down right before she switches to the archers. That's the only reason why he dropped the second rage like that, is because she wasn't in the first rage when she started shooting the Inferno Tower down, and he needed it down right away. Here comes the second wall breaker, and look at what it connects. Boom, gets everything open there. So Queen's going to be able to walk out and then back into the next compartment there. She's going to keep going to the right just like this, and then he's going to drop the King and the Siege Barracks on the left side, and then just hybrid straight into the Town Hall here, guys. His queen's going to stay alive. She's going to go over to the right. He's going to pop her ability because of that single target Inferno. And here comes the next wall breaker. Probably should have waited and dropped it on the wizard tower, because she could have gone out and around and then back into the wizard tower. But the way he dropped it still ended up working out just well. He's still going to get the triple here. So uses the warden ability over the town hall. Then the first heal moving in to that bomb tower and the giant bombs here. Queen also doing a lot of damage to his hybrid. He didn't freeze or anything for her, so he just has to power through that. Decides to freeze the scatter shot, warden, expo, and wizard tower. So pretty high value freeze there. And there is a multi-target Inferno on the back end, so he doesn't even have to worry about that. Killing his queen. She's going to be able to live through it, break through this wall, get that archer tower, the elixir collector, and do some damage to the royal champ before she goes down, and the healers end up swapping here in just a little bit. Still has the RC ability to use another sneaky goblin for cleanup. Queen's going to do about 60% of the RC's health there, take her down quite a bit, and then the miners will be able to finish her off. Gets a little healer swap here, which is real nice against the multi-target Inferno. Going to pop the RC ability for the rest of these defenses, and boom, that's a triple. Even though he hits the tornado trap on the back end, it don't matter. There's still like 20 miners up, even though he only started with like 16 or 17. So nice triple here by Nicholas with the Queen Charge hybrid, but we still got a couple more attacks to look at. I think 3 more. So let's go ahead and take a look at this next one. This one's going to be by Kirk. Another dragon hit. This time no bats on this one, guys. It's just coming in with straight dragons, a ton of free spells, and even a heal for the core to get the bats back, or the dragons back up to full health. So let's take a look at how he does it here. RC being used early at 9 o'clock. She's going to get a nice funnel, an AD, and some other defenses. And the king and the queen are going to be used over at the 5 o'clock angle. King's going to walk up. Queen's going to be behind her. And guys, these heroes are never going to die. They're going to wrap around the whole base and just get everything. So we're going to ×2 through this one because it's just a big dragon spam in the core here. All the dragons moving in. Blimp as well. Going to go all the way up, get the town hall with some sneaky goblins in it. Heal the dragons in the core. King and queen still on the outside on the right side flank, pushing through. Hasn't pulled the enemy clan castle troops yet. It's going to end up being a hound, and the king's going to pull it, so the dragons have to chew through it. There is that single target Inferno up at the top side, so he's going to keep freezing that. Pop the queen ability eventually, and the dragons are going to be able to power through that last Inferno tower. So a nice dragon hit on this weird base here. Is kind of another Legends League style base, this anti-2-star. But Kirk showing you how to beat it here with the dragons, with a heal spell and a bunch of free spells. So beautiful hit from him. Let's go ahead and back out. Take a look at the next one. I think these last 2 hits are going to be Queen Charge hybrids. This next one here is by Vince on this base, number 22. So he's going to be coming in with the Queen Charge hybrid here. Let's go ahead and see how he does it. He has a super wall breaker and some normal wall breakers. Dropping an early Yeti to funnel the queen. He's going to drop her over at 5. Wants her to walk to the left here. She's going to step over for that army camp. Keep making her way to the left where he can wall break into that single target Inferno pretty easily. Making a funnel on the left side now. On those barracks there, the Valkyrie perfectly gets both those buildings down. There goes the super wall breaker, a Coco Loon over the mortar. Try and pick up any seeking air mines in case there are any in that area. There goes the next Coco Loon after the AD's down, which is perfect timing. Then he's going to drop the free spell here to keep Queen alive because of that single target Inferno. Of course, a Skelly Trap pops right next to the single target Inferno. Everybody's placing their Skellies by the Infernos these days. It's pretty common. Here comes the next wall break for that Expo. And then he's going to have to unfortunately pop the Queen ability there because she got really low on HP. But the wall break is going to go in and be successful. Going to give Queen access to that Town Hall. CC comes out now. A bunch of archers and a hound. He's going to rage up the Queen again. Just barely misses the healers there by a tile or half tile. But it's alright. Queen's still doing well on HP. He's going to be able to drop the King and Siege Barracks over on the left side. And just hybrid right into that 8 o'clock section with the Scatter Shot and the Bomb Tower. So here he starts with the hybrid. King gets the enemy king on at 9 o'clock, and the siege barracks will be able to continue making the funnel up on the top side with the P.E.K.K.A. and the wizards. There goes the first heal because of the eagle and the scatter shot. He decides to save the warden ability for further in the core here. Another rage on the queen to keep her alive. She's getting really low on HP, so he has to freeze the town hall and the archer tower just to keep queen alive so she can get through that town hall. And then she's going to be able to work on this eagle as well. Pops the warden ability here over the bomb tower. RC being used on the left side here with the hogs from the siege barracks. Eventually the queen goes down just before that eagle does, unfortunately. And then he's going to get a healer swap here though, which is really nice. Everything pathing into the core here. RC is still at full health with the ability. She's going to get this eagle down rather quickly. Path up toward the scatter shot. The healers on the miners make all the difference on this attack, guys. They keep the miners topped off at full health as they push through toward the backside of this base. RC is going to get locked onto by that Inferno, but he's going to pop her ability, try to get it down right here. She's going to fight it as it locks on her, and boom, she barely goes down with it at 1 HP left, so that Inferno just barely staying up, but he's got healers on miners. They're at full health. They're going to path straight to this Inferno tower, and they're going to be able to finish off the rest of this base. So we'll go ahead and speed it up because it's just pretty much clean up from here. These last couple defenses are not going to be able to do anything against 10, 12 miners that are still alive. So a beautiful hit here by Pueblo on this base. Vince coming in with the Queen Charge hybrid. That Queen Charge was pretty nice pathing. If he had one more freeze or something to keep that Queen alive, that Queen Charge would have been really nice. She would have gotten so much value, but a nice attack there nonetheless. And we'll go ahead and check out one more attack here on base number 24. This was my second hit of the war. I did get the 6-pack. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. We had a bunch of guys that got 6-packs though. But overall, just, you know, nice job by Inquisition. They got a ton of triples, and it just wasn't our best war overall, but still, it was a really fun one. Nice to get some more 25v25 wars in, because those are always fun. So I'm going to be doing Queen Charge miners on this one, guys, only taking 3 hogs, so it's not really a Queen Charge hybrid. I'll show you why later on, why I brought the 3 hogs, but really it's just a Queen Charge miner hit. Making a funnel on the right side, king on the left side. Queen's going to charge in for this eagle here. That's her main goal. I want her to get the eagle and some nice pathing for the miners. There goes the super wall breaker. Now, I thought I didn't need a rage here, but honestly I did, so ended up wasting the ability. There goes her queen ability. Probably should have just dropped an early rage, but it doesn't really make a difference. Use the ability first instead of the ability later. It's not going to make a huge difference. Using the ability early actually saves me a rage, so maybe it was the better option actually in the end, because I'm going to have a rage for the miners. So Queen's going to pull a couple of the archers from the CC because of her archers from the ability, but she's going to path through, get this Expo, the bomb tower, the eagle, then she's going to pull the CC, and I think it's going to be another hound if I remember correctly, so it's going to take her 9 months to get through this hound, and then I try to wall break again, but the wall breaker takes a weird path and goes and gets the upper wall there instead of the lower junction wall. So that wall break really didn't do anything. It was kind of useless. I wanted to get that lower side of the junction so that way Queen had access to that second ground expo that's hitting her right now in the clan castle. But it didn't end up working that way. Eventually she'll beat through that wall anyway and go where I want, so it just ends up wasting a little bit of time. There goes the next rage. Some loons on the top side cannon here. They also get the building behind it. That creates the pathing for the miners. So I'm going to drop the siege barracks on the right side of that pathing spot, all the miners on the left side, and the warden. And these 3 hogs go in front of the warden just to make sure that my warden doesn't get targeted by that Inferno tower when the miners go underground. That's the only reason I took 3 hogs, was to make sure I didn't lose any warden HP super early, because I wanted to save my Royal Champ and use her right behind the siege barracks over at 130. I didn't want to use my Royal Champ going toward the town hall. So here, my queen dies, the healers are starting to swap, but they hit a tornado trap. I'm going to rage, heal, warden ability, everything in the core here, getting through that town hall. The hogs come out of the siege barracks, and the Royal Champ is getting used with her, or with the hogs, so it kind of turns into a hybrid here, although the hogs and the miners are not together. They're all kind of split off, so a weird kind of variation of Queen Charge miners, Queen Charge hybrid, something like that, whatever you guys want to call it. Healers switch off to the warden, then they go back to the miners. At this point, it's wrecked. I still have like 27 miners in the core, even though I only started with like 22 or something. Royal Champ at full health, don't even need her ability. Gonna save it for cleanup here. Don't think this one was even close on time either. I still have like 20 seconds to spare or something like that. But overall, a nice plan here. This one was actually a plan by Elliot again. So GG's to Elliot. Nice plan by him. So that's going to be it for this one, though. We are going to take the defeat in this war, 67-70. You know, nice job to Inquisition. They did really well. They got a ton of triples in this war. Only left 5 bases up. We left 8 bases up. GG's to them. They did awesome. Good luck to them in the next round of the playoffs. That's going to be it for this video, guys. Let me know what you think down below. Let me know what you think about the update, the upcoming update. If you've seen some of the sneak peeks from Carbon and from iTzu, what do you think is going to be the new meta? Let me know what you're thinking down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.